Installation of water, body type water, purification system. Unpacking the components from the box. The kit includes the body type water purification system unit, 2-handle outlet water ball valve, 4 tube segments, each 2 meters long, inlet water valve with saddle type T fitting, drain clamp, instruction manual, and a pressure booster pump, which you can order additionally if the inlet water pressure is below 2.5 atmospheres. Typically, in apartment buildings above the 10th floor, the pressure is not less than 2.5 atmospheres, but we recommend verifying this with the housing service or ordering a specialist with a pressure gauge. If installed by a manufacturer's representative, they check it themselves. For self-installation of the system, you will need the following tools: 13mm tubular wrench, adjustable wrench, Phillips screwdriver, knife, drill perforator, metal drill bits of 7mm and 13mm if the outlet valve is installed on the sink, hole saw, core bit, 13mm if the outlet valve is installed on a countertop made of natural stone, acrylic, or laminated particle board, PTFE tape. Installation of the feed, water faucet for the system. Before beginning installation, shut off the cold water supply. Disconnect the cold water hose from the main faucet. Install the saddle type T fitting into the cold water line using PTFE tape. Install the inlet valve for the system, also using PTFE tape. Take one of the 2-meter tubes with a metal ring at the end and connect it to the newly installed inlet valve. Make sure the valve is in the closed position. Installing the drain clamp. Using a drill with a 7mm bit, make a hole in one of the walls of the drain pipe. Take another 2-meter tube, cut one end at a 45-degree angle, and insert it into the drain clamp so that the end protrudes inside the clamp by 5 to 7mm. Mount the drain clamp on the drain pipe so that the tube enters the pre-drilled hole to a depth of 5 to 7mm. Secure the drain clamp using a screwdriver. Installation of the outlet faucet on the sink. Choose a spot on the sink for the outlet valve. Taking into account convenient access and use, possibility of installation, mounting from underneath, ensuring water drains into the sink during use. If installing on a sink, use a drill perforator and metal drill bits of 8mm and 13mm. Mark 2 holes, aligning with the 2 threaded tubes on the valve. A gasket can be used as a template. Drill the marked holes. Insert the valve through the holes, placing the metal and rubber gaskets onto the valve beforehand. Secure the valve from underneath using 2 nuts, remembering to install the plastic or rubber washer with a metal insert first. If installing the valve on a countertop made of natural stone, acrylic, or laminated particle board, follow the same steps, but use a stone hole saw and wood drill bits. Installing the pressure booster pump into the water purification system. If inlet pressure is below 2.5 atmospheres, we recommend installing a booster pump for proper operation. It can be installed either on the system body or in another convenient location. In this video, we show how to mount it on the system body. Other methods are similar. Remove the system cover. Drill 3 holes in the back of the system body using a 16mm drill bit. 2 on the right side, 30mm from the side, 40mm and 90mm from the top edge, and 1 on the left, 30mm from the side, 40mm from the top. Insert fittings into the holes from the outside and secure them with washers from the inside. Insert elbows into both ends of the fittings. Cut and install a T-fitting into the tube connecting the carbon post filter and the osmotic tank valve. Connect the T-fitting to the left side fitting using a 200mm tube. Replace the tube connecting the 1-micron polypropylene filter and the 4-way valve. Press and hold the safety ring on the fitting to remove the tube. Take a 700mm tube and connect the 1-micron polypropylene filter to the upper right side fitting. Take another 700mm tube and connect the 4-way valve to the lower right side fitting. According to the holes on the metal base of the pump, drill matching holes on the top part of the system cover. To do this, detach the pump from its base. Mount the booster pump on the system cover or other location using a 4mm drill and the pump's metal base as a template. Fix the pump to the cover using bolts, washers, and nuts. Place the cover back on the system and connect the pump tubes. O yellow tube to the lower right side fitting. O blue tube to the upper right side fitting. O white tube to the left side fitting. Connecting the system tubes to the installed elements. 2 tubes with metal rings connect to the outlet valve. The tube from the left valve connects to the port labeled purified water. The tube from the right valve connects to the port labeled ionized structured watt, connecting the system tubes to the installed elements. The tube from the inlet valve connects to the port labeled inlet water. the tube from the drain clamp connects to the port labeled Drain. Place the system body in a convenient location. If using a booster pump, connect it to the power supply. Attention: the pump operates only when there is mains water supply and electrical power. Flushing the system. Before using the system, it must be flushed. Flushing the coarse water filters. We recommend flushing the coarse filters and system before first use. To do this, remove the system cover. Disconnect the tube between the 1-micron polypropylene filter and the 4-way valve at the valve connection. Place the loose end into a container and open the inlet valve. Let water flow for 2 to 3 minutes. Close the inlet valve. Reconnect the tube to the 4-way valve. Replace the system cover. Done. If the system has a booster pump, remove the system cover. Disconnect the tube between the 4-way valve and the fitting located on the lower right inside of the system rear wall. Disconnect at the valve end. Place the tube in a container and open the inlet valve. Let water flow for 2 to 3 minutes. Close the inlet valve. Reconnect the tube to the 4-way valve. Replace the system cover. Done. Flushing the entire system. Open the water supply and wait until water flows from the faucet in a thin, steady stream. Close the faucet valves. Wait 30 to 60 minutes for the tank to fill with purified water. Reopen the drinking water valve and drain approximately 2 to 3 liters. This removes water with high mineral content. Done. Place the system body in a convenient location. Checking output water quality parameters. It is also recommended to check the water's basic parameters. From the drinking water faucet, O oxidation reduction potential, ORP, for presence of excess electrons, O free hydrogen content. O total hardness should be 50 to 100 parts per million. From the cooking water faucet, only check total hardness, which should be 0 to 30 parts per million. If installation is performed by the manufacturer's specialist, these parameters will be checked after flushing. Otherwise, you can check them yourself using instruments sold by the manufacturer, specialized stores, or online. We have demonstrated one of the most common standard options for installing water body type water purification system in a kitchen unit. If you plan to install it elsewhere, you can always consult water system specialists. Our water purification system can be implemented in any part of a kitchen unit, other furniture, or any type of premises.